Howdy, friends. Welcome to Rebuilding Hollers, Come Hell or High Waters podcast. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and I will be the host for the evening. I'm so excited y'all are here. We've got some amazing updates. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Make sure to stick around. We are going to do a fabulous giveaway at the end of the show. I have a great surprise for you. So pretty please hang out with me for just a little bit so we can make sure to get you an awesome surprise. We are live in Tryon, North Carolina at Tryon International. It is hot down here. I'm used to the mountains. It's nice and cool. I haven't really seen over 80 degrees yet. And we got down here and it's 95 degrees. I thought I was going to die, but I didn't die. We got everything set up. So I'm so excited. It's just going to be a great day. Don't forget, y'all, while we are live here, at any time, if you have any questions or you'd like to make any comments, just type in hashtag rebuilding, and my friend Russ backstage will pop your question up on the screen so I can see that and have a conversation with you. We do not have any special guests tonight. It is just me, but we have been crazy busy, and I have so many updates for you. I cannot wait to tell you all the things going on. But before we get started, we got to do my favorite part of the show, which is talking about my projects. The whole reason I'm here, the whole reason that Rebuilding Hollers exists is for my projects, how hard we're working to get everyone home. So let's talk about them. Project number 3 is so close to moving in. They are finishing up their handrails on the stairs. They're knocking out some electrical fixtures, and the cabinets, their kitchen cabinets, should arrive at any minute. I'm so excited for Project 3. They are so ready to move into their home. Project number 12 is making amazing progress. Their floors were delivered today. No, they were delivered yesterday. They started being installed today. Thank you so much to our sponsor at State Line Resources for buying that flooring and the paint that the contractor has been busy putting on the walls. We are so excited for this part of it because once the big construction's done, then it's the good stuff. The finishing touches is really what most people see when you think about the building process. It's the finishing final touches. It's like, oh, we're so close to getting home. So I'm so excited about project number 12. They are making great progress. Project 32 is also making amazing progress. We have their footers report. The foundation is set. The home is ready to be delivered from Mountain Heritage High School to the job site in Mitchell County. We are so excited about this. We're coordinating with the most amazing Mr. Larry to deliver and set that house any minute, probably in the next 2-ish weeks. So we're excited about that. Thank you to our project sponsors for Project 32. We have the Gold Hill Church of Christ, the Mitchell County Long-Term Recovery Group, and AMY Wellness have been sponsoring Project 32. And I'm so thankful for them because these project sponsors, that's what keeps us going. That's how we're raising funds to keep these projects moving. Project 34 is like this close to being home. The cabinets were finished this week. The countertops are installed. The electrician has just a few more little things to get done. And then our amazing crew they finished the deck last week. They're hanging the gutters tomorrow. So I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much to our incredible project sponsors, Knights of Columbus, Purple Heart Homes, and State Line Resources for helping us get Project 34 so close to moving in. 2 of his bedrooms are done, and he's already got them staged. He's so ready to be home. This is so exciting as we're getting everybody home. Project 174 had a very big day yesterday. Their well was installed. And Project 74, sometimes, and it's not unnormal. I prefer to do the wells and septics first, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And so finally, we got the funding from Knights of Columbus for their well, and we hit gold yesterday at 605 feet. We hit the honey hole, so they have tons of water. And then inside the house, they're making amazing progress. The exterior is done. Now inside, they've got the paint done and the flooring going in, and the well is in. So just so many amazing things happening. Thank you so much to our project sponsors on that one, Knights of Columbus and State Line Resources. Y'all mean the whole world to me. I couldn't do any of this without these amazing project sponsors. And last but certainly not least, our other big one that is happening right now is Project 510, which is our second high school house. It is making amazing progress. The sheetrock is all done, is ready for paint. Next week, we will start the tongue and groove ceiling. Then the floors will be installed, and then the spiral staircase will be installed. So that's super exciting. This one, of course, I mean, they're all my favorites. I really don't have a favorite project. They're all my favorites, but I'm so excited about this one because it's my neighbor for Project 510. She never thought she would have a home again. And she thought she was going to live in a camper forever. And so every time I see her, she's just so excited. She's so happy to know just a little more longer and she'll be home. So thank you so much to our project sponsors, Gold Hill Church of Christ, State Line Resources, and the Yancey County Long-Term Recovery Group. I'm so thankful for them helping me. And a lot of times what they do is maybe they will pay an invoice on my behalf. So we're scheduling the work, we're ordering the materials, and they are paying the bills. And I'm totally okay with that. Any way that someone wants to help, I'm just thankful for the help because every dollar gets us closer to being home. So, wow. We have been making so much amazing progress, slowly but surely. And outside of our rebuilding projects, we have been on the move. Literally, we are moving, and I am so excited about it, y'all. This was the hardest secret to keep. Not that it was a secret to keep, but it was just, there's so many parts that go into moving a whole operation. And when this building came available, so we have moved into the old Fastenal space, which is right beside Verizon in Burnsville and directly across from State Employees Credit Union. It is a 6,000 square foot building. You don't think it looks that big from the outside, but it is huge. And it is just perfect. We were able to secure this lease for 3 years. And for me, that is very important because as y'all know, I've always said that my plan is 5 years. I did not create Rebuilding Hollers to have a new business or to have a new organization forever. It is just to get Yancey and Mitchell County rebuilt and back home. We are nearly 2 years into our rebuilding, have 3 more to go. And so when God sent this space, I knew that it was the perfect one. Now we have so much space that everything is inside. All of our building materials are inside. I have an office. I've never had an office before, so I'm pretty excited about having an office. My team has an incredible space to organize and it's just magical. I'm so excited about our new space. And exactly the right amount of time for us to be able to get done what we want to get done. We are going to be expanding our offerings a little bit, which I'm most excited about. So not only now will we be offering home building materials, but we'll also have home goods because, if you build someone a home, but they don't have anything to go in it, that's hard too. So we're real excited. Our friends at Goods 360, who has been an incredible sponsor and getting us the building materials that we need, has also been incredible to say, hey, you want some home goods? So we have some really cool home goods stuff coming. Last week, I got an email said they were going to send under the sink water filters. And I said, send me as many as you have because we still have problems, with water. So this is all very exciting. We're going to also evolve in a way where our neighbors that are maybe not a project, maybe they don't necessarily have a project with us because they may not need rebuilding help, but they need other resources. We're going to expand so that we can take them on and help them with their needs because maybe it is just, who knows, whatever God says, whatever folks, we just want people to have a place that is local, grassroots neighbors where they can come, tell us what's going on, and we can help them find a solution. So I'm real excited about that. I think that is going to be very cool. And everything is for free. Everything will stay for free. Y'all know we sell the merch and other things to raise money. So I'm real excited about that. I'm really praying hard also about expanding into helping folks with second homes, because although primary homes are my primary focus, the reality is that in Yancey and Mitchell County, about 30 to 40% of our home market is second homes. And not everybody that has a second home can afford to repair their home. And so what I don't want to see happen to these second homes is them continue to deteriorate, fall into disrepair. Yeah, of course, it's going to allow for people to come and squat in damaged homes, but it's also going to reduce our property values. And we don't want that. I want our county to make it. And nobody is helping folks with second homes. So that is part of the plan. I'm real excited about that because I want to see everything fixed. I mean, y'all know that I'm obsessive about getting everybody home. And so I, I'm praying hard that I have found another big fundraiser to help me do that. So I'm so excited to tell y'all we finally have it in print. Our book, here it is, A Million Miracles. Thank you, Russ. This book, this is a heart passion for me, y'all. I wrote this book. I wrote it a while ago. To be honest with you, I finished it probably about in January, but I was so scared to let it go because it's my story. It is everything that I have experienced throughout this entire journey. And this one is specifically is about the first year. So you can pre-order the book now on our website. But because I love you so much and you're hanging out with me tonight, if you are here and will type in hashtag rebuilding, we are going to spin the wheel for a chance to win a free signed copy of A Million Miracles. I'm so excited about this book. Like I said, I was so scared. I was so nervous to share it because it's my story. It's why I have been determined to do this with Rebuilding Hollers. It's what we experienced in the aftermath of the storm. And then how Rebuilding Hollers evolved, some of the battles we faced in the parking lot, because, I've always tried to just keep such a positive outlook and a positive face when I'm on video. I've always tried to be so positive about it. But the reality is, and my truth is, we had some really hard stuff happen. Oh, yeah, type in hashtag miracles for your chance to win. Sorry. But we had so much crazy stuff happen. There's been scammers. There were grifters. There was a roto wash with a helicopter. I mean, you name it. We experienced insanity in the parking lot. And in the parking lot, it matters because that's what it made me determined. Like, I'm not giving up. Y'all ruffians, you're not making me give up. These are my people. This is my community. This is where I live. And I'm not letting any bad people come in here. So it's pretty powerful. My daughter read it last night. And so, I said, honey, the book is coming out. You're in it. You should probably read it. And so you kind of know. And so I'm watching her face as she's reading it. And she's so animated, like she was laughing and then she was crying and then she was getting mad. And she's like, Mom, this is incredible. I can't believe the way you described this or that. So I'm real excited. I think it's going to be a wonderful book. It's an easy read. So depending on how fast you like to read, you can read it pretty quick, maybe a couple hours. But it's my story. It's how I did everything I've done it's the first year. I'm already writing the second book. That's happening right now. I started it a couple weeks ago and dreamed about its title about a week ago. So I know the title of it, and hopefully we'll have that out in 90 days. I have a special thank you to give to my friend Russ and my friend DJ. Without them, this would not have happened because they took my words that I wrote on my phone. I just wrote the entire book on my phone. And Russ and DJ took it and turned it into a book. So thank you, Russ and DJ, for standing with me, for making sure that we could get this book out and share our story. My prayer is to sell 1 million copies. And I know that sounds crazy, but everything I've been doing is crazy. And so if we sell 1 million copies of A Million Miracles, that will raise exactly the amount of money that I need to finish rebuilding. Right now, all the projects, so we've had 593 requests for help. We've got 301 of those done. So to finish up, we got 15 full rebuilds in progress, 25 waiting, and about 292 that that are small stuff. So I've run the numbers, and that's about $9,820,000 is exactly what I need. And so I'm going big and saying I want to sell 1 million copies because that will raise $20 million. And so I think that that's going to be great because this is hard. It is hard to raise the money to do it this way, but I think it's the best way. We hire local contractors, we buy our building materials locally. Everything is happening right in Yancey and Mitchell County, and people can see the progress, and that matters to me. So I'm real excited about that. Make sure you're typing in #miracles. It's going to be a short podcast tonight because it's just me. But I'm excited. I really am, between the move and the book launching, which I will hit. So this is the author copy that I'm finishing up, any like little detail things, and then I hit print Monday, and then we'll have all of the copies will be delivered, and so we'll be filling the orders for everybody that's pre-ordered a book. Thank y'all so much for doing that. I'm so excited. I look forward to signing them. I guess I get to carry a Sharpie around with me now. I'm so excited about that. It's just all so good. I'm so excited about all the things that we have done, and that I was able to put my fear aside of launching the book and sharing it. And I'm going to tell you why, because 1 million miracles. So from the title, this is God's story, because that's who's been doing it. I may just be the redheaded loudmouth that doesn't mind to get on a camera, but God is the one making sure that we have the resources we need, that we're able to help our neighbors. And that's been so powerful to me. So this book is given all the glory to God, and talking about the miracles that we have experienced, and how we've been able to do everything. So I'm so excited about that. I think it's going to be great. This Saturday, you will be able to catch me live it won't be live actually, but it's a pre-recorded, but on the Burnsville Bulletin. I'm so excited about that. And that is with Natalie and Doug. They're amazing local realtors at RE/MAX. They've been incredible friends of mine. She's in the book. She's one of the first people I ran into in Burnsville. And then Doug, he's fantastic. So we will be on WKYK, the local Burnsville station in Spruce Pine, at 1:06 on Saturday. But at that exact same time, your girl will be down here in Tryon at Prepper Camp. I'm so excited about it. I haven't been to Prepper Camp in a couple years, before the storm. And once you read the book, these are all the things you're going to learn about me that are a little crazy. But I love Prepper Camp. I love going to preparedness conventions. I've been doing it for years. My first Prepper Camp was in 2014, which is exactly when I started selling real estate. And I went to Prepper Camp because I wanted to find more preparedness-minded buyers for our remote mountains, because I love selling real estate. And so I thought, well, those are the kind of people I like. And so we started, sorry, I got distracted. Make sure you type it in #miracles. Even if you pre-ordered, type it in anyway, so we can give you another book. So I started coming to Prepper Camp just as a realtor, and I had my booth, and I made all these friends. And I sometimes say it's by osmosis that I learned so much going to these conventions as a realtor. Like a vendor is what I was. And this year I've been invited back 12 years later to be the keynote speaker on Saturday night. And that is such an honor, because to me, I just don't feel, I'm just a nobody. I'm just crazy enough to do something outside the box to save my community. I did not intend to, I don't know. It's just wild to me, because I'm used to sitting in the crowd and watching the keynote speaker. But I've been planning what I'm going to say. I have the first 10 seconds in my head. So hopefully it goes good. They sold out at 2,000 tickets. So I have no idea how many folks will come to the keynote speaker, that event that night, but it could be 2,000 people. That's a lot of people. I got to find some really good words to say. But hopefully we'll keep selling our books. We have all of our merch with us this weekend, so I'm praying hard to raise some money while I'm here selling merch and hats and t-shirts and tank tops because it is 95 degrees. Matter of fact, I want to tell y'all a funny story. So we're setting up the booth and it is so hot. I'm not used to this kind of heat down here. And there's a lake right behind us. And Rick walks up. He is the show promoter. And I said, Rick, you didn't tell me there was going to be a lake here. I could have brought my paddleboard. And I saw the fear flicker in his eye. And he's like, oh, Steph, you're not going swimming in the lake, are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm going swimming. It's 95 degrees. I'm definitely going to get a paddleboard and I'm going to be in that lake. And I saw a flicker of like, oh no, is this regret? Maybe I shouldn't have had her as a keynote speaker. But I won't disappoint him. I'm so honored to be able to talk about my community and what we've been able to do at a grassroots local level to be able to rebuild our community, because that's what all of this is about, is communities sticking together and communities, neighbors taking care of neighbors. And that's what I'll be talking about on Saturday, is how important it is that the government is not coming to save you. They've never been designed to come and save a community after a natural disaster or any kind of disaster. And I think that's something that we really, really learned after the storm, because it was neighbors. Neighbors cut each other out. Neighbors were sharing food. Neighbors were sharing their resources. It was neighbors taking care of neighbors. It's always been neighbors taking care of neighbors. So one more chance to get in on the raffle or the drawing. So type in #miracles. We're giving away a copy tonight. Russ is going to push the button and we're going to give away a copy, our first giveaway of this fabulous book, A Million Miracles. I'm so excited about it. But I'm also really nervous. So if you're a praying sort, when you pray that everybody loves it. And it's just my story. There's no cussing in it. Even though I do that sometimes. I try not to on air. But if you ever meet me in person, you'll be like, oh, Steph, I didn't know that about you. But that's kind of how I tolerate things sometimes. So I'm real excited. Russ says we just have a couple of entries, but it's still early, and we're going to have a quick show tonight. So all you got to do is type in #miracles, and we're going to give a copy away. I really am excited about it. Y'all want me to read a little bit of it to you? Let me read to you one of my favorite parts. I'm so excited about this part. So y'all know our partnership with the Cougar Carpenters and the Construction Technology Program is one of my favorite things, because our children are our future. And so to me, to be a part of an organization that has teaching our children a trade is very powerful. So I want to read the last part of the Cougar Carpenter section. Okay, so this involves Mr. Jim Swain. Jim Swain was the founder of the Pillars, which is who organized the Construction Technology Program, and he runs the nonprofit that funds the program. And so this to me, I think, is just so powerful. Mr. Jim told me that 20 years ago, God had clearly told him to build this program, that it had become his life mission to make sure Yancey County had the best equipped construction technology program in the state. It ended up becoming the best program in the country, even better than most colleges have to offer their students. But what he now understood is that it wasn't just about making sure our youth were equipped for their future, but it was God's way to make sure our community had everything it would need to rebuild after the storm that came to destroy us 20 years later. Which I know that's the end of the chapter, but it's just one of my favorite parts, because those are the kind of miracles I have seen in the last 2 years. 20 years ago, God touched Jim's heart and said, build this construction technology program. And he did. He did an incredible job. It's an amazing facility. The instructor, Jeremy Dotz, is amazing with the children. They're coming out of school ready for the trades, ready to go to work. And it's because Mr. Jim listened. He listened, and he built the most incredible construction technology program in the state. So much that the other counties are coming to see our program. Like Hendersonville was up a couple of weeks ago. There's another one out of Georgia that's called wanting to come up. I mean, this is powerful. Colleges are calling, wanting to replicate this program. And so to me, that is just, for a small rural mountain community, our kids, man, they have all the resources right there to do anything they want. Now they're getting ready to do their grand opening for their new space, which we're most excited about. They will have, which y'all have saw some photos I posted with the simulators, the heavy equipment simulators. We're real excited about that. Hopefully next week, our friend Miss Elizabeth has donated the money to go purchase a truck and a trailer for that department. So now once the kids learn how to have the simulator, drive the simulators, then they'll actually get to take the equipment to job sites, to rebuild and holler job sites, and actually learn and practice even more on that heavy equipment. So this is just, it's so incredible. There's just so many amazing things that are happening. Sometimes my head is just spinning and I'm trying to catch up, but it's working. Another very cool thing, I'm going to tell you what God did last month, the month of July. I sold the most real estate I have sold since the storm, because y'all know I sell real estate to pay my bills. That's how we make it. And so I sold almost 2.8 million in July. So I'm like, okay, good. I can quit working for a couple more months and focus. My husband didn't like that part, but that's how I feel. I mean, I'm so thankful to sell real estate, but it's all to keep me going so I can keep doing this and working on getting our projects done. So I'm so excited about that. So Russ says we have 3 people that have typed in miracles. We want to give away a copy of the book. I'm so excited to give it away. I'm not going to be able to give away a ton of these. Y'all know I'm on a mission to raise money. We're going to sell 1 million copies of 1 million miracles. Isn't that so cool? I believe it. I already know. I've been talking to God about it. And when I told him, I talk to God a lot. I'm going to tell y'all, I talk to God a lot. And a lot of times it's when I'm driving. And when I'm driving down 19W, because 19W is all tore up. But wherever I'm at, I'm always praying, and I'm praying for my projects, and I'm praying for the funding to pay for these projects. And a couple months ago, I was like, okay, God, I'm running low on money. Pretty please send me some more money, because I'm telling you, that's how it happens. I will pray and ask for it. And by the time I get to the post office, there'll be money there. That's how this has worked the whole time. It's the most incredible thing. But this time in particular, I immediately heard, well, finish your book. And I was like, the book's done. What are you talking about? It's just not ready yet. And so I just kind of brushed it off. And, the next day I'm praying again. And okay, God, I'm running low. I need a little more money. We'll finish your book. And I'm like, oh man. So God is saying, I have to finish this book. I have to let it go. It's so personal and close to my heart. So very dear to my heart. It's my story. So it's from my perspective of all the craziness that we've experienced, good and bad, because there's been so many beautiful things. But the reality is there were some pretty rough parts too. So we're going to talk about it all for the first year. And then the second year, hopefully we're still living the second year. So as soon as the second year is over, then I will be able to hit print on the second year book. And hopefully this will raise the money that I need so that we can keep building, because $9,820,000 is a ton of money. But pure faith, we can do this. So, all right, y'all, that is all I have for you this evening. I'm so excited that you joined me tonight. That everybody get their entries in, #miracles, so you can win a free copy. Just type it in the comments. Russ, are we ready to spin that wheel? I think everybody's being a little quiet tonight. That's okay. I'll do all the talking. Y'all know how I am. I will just talk. Brianna says Tryon is one of my favorite places. There's Don Kett. I love it. All right, Russ, spin that wheel. I'm so thankful for y'all that are here and joined it. Yay, Kelly, you are the winner. Let me tell you something pretty magical about Dawn Kelly. I'm so excited. You're the winner, chicken dinner. Let me tell y'all about Kelly. Kelly was my theater teacher in high school. She means the whole world to me. And so when I finished this book, I called her and I said, and she's an English teacher still. And I said, I wrote a book and I've got to use it to raise money, but I've never wrote a book before. I have no idea what I'm doing. She said, well, send it to me and I'll help you. So I sent her all the chapters because I just wrote it per chapter. So I send her all the chapters and she makes all these edits. And then she's like, Steph, the flow isn't right. This isn't right, because I'm just winging it. And so Kelly helped me. It's because of her, this book is actually organized the way it is. So the perfect winner. Congratulations. I love you, Kelly. And I will be sending you, which I know you told me you already bought a copy, so you're getting another copy. But this is great. Y'all, thank you for joining me tonight, live in Tryon. I'd planned to do it our podcast outside, but right after we got the tent set up and our booth ready, a storm came in. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this in the rain. So lightning and everything. I said, no, I don't think I want to get hit with lightning. So thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. There's so many amazing things happening. So please continue to follow us online. We've met some incredible folks that want to come stand with us and help us rebuild our community. And I'm so excited to continue having those conversations with them. And your support means everything because sometimes this is hard. But we have magical things coming with the new location, the book, just all the things. God is doing it. So thank y'all so much for loving me. Thank you so much for loving my community. I'll see y'all later.
The hardest part isn't the knowing. It isn't knowing everything that you have to do to get everything back right. The hardest part are the memories. Knowing exactly how it used to look before the storm. That's the hardest part.